Welcome back to another episode of Chillin with Van Dillen, everybody. Today I get to speak with Fox and Friends co-host Brian Kilmeade. Brian, thanks for taking the time, man.
Great. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I know you're threading a needle with time.
Yes.
We'll get right to it. My first question is, you didn't always want to be on air, right? You wanted to be a soccer player at first.
Well, in a way. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to be. There was no professional soccer really in America worthwhile when I was growing up. But like when I was younger, but ninth grade on, really wanted to be on air.
Really?
Especially because people who watched me play, they would say, "Do you have something else that you're probably good at? You know, is there anything else?" And I thought, "Wow, what are they getting at?"
Well, I grew up in Jersey. You grew up in Long Island. We had the Cosmos.
You had some great players.
You go way back.
Yeah.
I mean, that was so fun. But you did go from sports to kind of other sports. You started out with UFC.
So I was doing stand-up for a while, and then one day, these guys walked up to me and said, "Brian, I know you do sports. Can you help us?" I go, "Why?" Because we're promoters. We do music. And they said, "We got this fighting thing, this fighting championship. Would you come look at it?" I was in California, so I went and looked at it. And I'm seeing jiu-jitsu guys fighting karate guys, grainy footage. They go, "We're going to do this. We're going to create an octagon. John Milius from Apocalypse Now is going to create it." And I said, "What do you think?" So I said, "Good luck." And they go, "We're going to sell it as someone will die tonight."
Oh, my gosh.
And I go, "Okay." And they go, "Would you want to be a commentator?" I go, "I have no experience.
Right.
But I'll be your octagon reporter. I'll interview people after." So that's really how it started.
And you had that Long Island accent that was thick as hell watching it before. You don't have it any longer as much.
Yeah, I mean, it sneaks in once in a while because I have a problem. I never really grew past my high school friends.
Right.
So they still have it.
Yes.
But actually took some speech courses.
Did you?
Took a lot. I would be driving around in my car going over different pronunciations of the way the rest of the world spoke, realizing they weren't going to correct their speech. Somebody had to give.
You went from there to Fox News, which was a fledgling station. First of all, how did you get that call? And second of all, what did you think about it? Because it wasn't the powerhouse it is now.
I mean, the first thing I did was all sports. I was doing sports phone. Then I was out in Los Angeles doing all sports radio and worked for a local station.
Right.
And then when I came back here, worked for a local station here, and then went to a place called News Sport, which was the precursor to ESPN News.
Oh, okay.
24-hour sports news.
Right.
Which was interesting. Cablevision NBC put it together. Didn't work. But before it left, I heard Fox News was launching.
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine who's now here says, "I'm not taking the job, but if you want it, you should put your tape in." And for some reason, they liked it. I started filling in 96. And in 97, just tried to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I'm watching it now because when it first popped up, everybody was, they're never going to be able to beat CNN.
Of course.
Well, I got to CNN in 2002, and by the time I got in there's all these billboards that said, "Come to Fox, CNN ratings are going down." There are billboards outside of my window.
It was a little like wrestling.
Yeah, it was totally.
It was pretty clear that we wanted to fight it out.
Yeah, that didn't age well for them.
Yeah.
Let's just say it.
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
It's a blessing that I'm here right now. Let's just say that
Absolutely.
right off the bat. But
I mean, isn't this place pretty amazing? People don't understand when you walk in. There's just a sense of growth. Like, let's work it out. Hey, if whatever needs to be done, we're on the same team.
Right.
And I think we had enough experience in other places to know that doesn't exist a lot of time.
100%. I'll tell you right now, it didn't. And I could throw anything against the wall and see if it'll stick. Like, yeah, let's try it. That's my front porch in Georgia.
Right.
I was like, let's do a little.
It's a little bit more colorful, a little Warner Brothers-ish.
Yeah. Well,
as if I'm watching somewhat of a cartoon or Disney.
You want to see Elmer Fudd sneaking around in the background?
I would not be surprised if I saw it.
But hey, you're right. To your point, it's like, I'm chilling with Van Dillen. It rhymes. Now what the hell do we do with it? Why don't you go interview Kilmeade, see what he says.
Right. If it rhymes, you usually can get a show.
That's right.
They always say to you, "You're talented, but if you don't have anything that can rhyme with your name, we don't know what to do with you."
That's great.
Right.
So listen, you got a schedule that just beats the band. You're literally threading a needle to talk to me right now. On a regular day, just bring me through the first part.
Up at 2:30, out the door at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
In Fox at 3:50.
Right.
That's my busiest time from 3 o'clock from Long Island to New York City. And then I'm kind of trying to stack the radio show and find out what they want to do on Fox and Friends. And then, of course, you have input, but Fox and Friends is a machine.
Right.
You just jump on that machine.
Yeah.
But the radio show, that's really a 3-person operation, and it's really up to you scripting it. After that, done at 12, meet for the Sunday show around 12:30. If they need you on Outnumbered, if you're filling in on Laura, if Gutfeld tricks you into doing his show, They're filling it on the 5. It's like a big gym.
Yeah.
You know, so you just try to help out. I'm doing a series on Fox Nation, your favorite streaming service, What Made America Great.
Yeah.
So, you know, you try to hop in and schedule those shoots about great moments in American history.
History, by the way, I'm a total history buff myself. That's why I follow you so much with this stuff. I'm thinking, do you have a chance to ever work out? When do you do it?
5-6 days a week. I was managed during the pandemic to put a gym in my house, the smartest move ever.
Yeah.
And the big decision was, is it okay to get rid of the trampoline? Are the kids old enough? And the answer is yes. So we put like a mini little house in the back. So we're able to work out and kind of, as you said, thread the needle.
That's what you're doing right now. It is amazing to see you come in here. And let's just talk about some of the stories. Now, we've covered multiple amount of hurricanes around here. They seem to lead off whenever we have one that's on the landfall. Do you find that the people, what do they want to know about the hurricane themselves?
Is it going to affect them?
Yeah.
I know like a couple of things that helped me is because from Sandy, our house got flooded.
Wow.
And then I was in California when all my stuff got burned. So,
oh my gosh.
And what happens is when you go through the FEMA and go through the process, you know how to do the grants, you know how to get the loans.
Right.
I find when I hop on TV and this natural disaster happens, which is once every 3 months, a tornado, I'm able to really understand the questions people need answered. Like, okay, where are you going tonight? Are you going to get reimbursed for that hotel stay? The minute something hits, go book that hotel because everybody from your town is going to be going to go there. And then FEMA applications, get it in early. If they got to rebuild your house, make the decision early. Tear it up. Don't try to fix it. Don't cover up the, you know, a lot of people after Sandy covered up the fact that they were flooded.
Yeah.
And what happens is you get the mold and you get the waviness in your floors. So that has helped me a lot.
All right. I mean, just the experience of going through it is getting you. Absolutely. I'm thinking about your family, too. You're here, what, 18 hours a day sometimes?
Sometimes.
Are they telling you to go out, or do they like you as much as you like them?
Well, they know how to keep in touch with me, and that was through FaceTime. They remember what I look like.
Right.
No, but I mean, my kid's a little bit older now. Back then, and you know this, these hours are great for a parent.
Yeah.
Because you never miss a back-to-school night. You can coach the teams. You can be on a train or be home by 2, 3 o'clock. So
that's what I did.
The 9 to 5ers are tough.
It is.
When you get up in the middle of the night, when I work 5 hours before they wake up, I don't feel guilty walking out of here after 10.
So you coach? What did you coach?
I just coached in my club.
Yeah.
You know, practice soccer. And when they were younger, you can coach any sport.
Right.
Then after a while, they demand some type of knowledge.
There's actual plays.
Actually plays. I mean, the hardest thing ever was coaching flag football. Because you can't just go figure it out. Because coach, what are we doing? So we'd be sketching stuff out, getting plays together. You know.
All right, Brian, let's leave you a couple of this or that's. And I did a little research on it, so these are good. Gum chewers or mouth breathers?
What do I want? Do you want to know what I...
Which one would you prefer to sit next to?
I would tell you a mouth breather. Gum chewing just drives me absolutely insane.
Is it like an audio thing? Does it just is it mouth closed?
I was born with that type of malady where if I hear, I literally have to change seats. I will stand on a train than sit next to someone who's chewing gum.
Long Island or Strong Island?
Strong Island, usually when things go bad, like they find a serial killer in your neighborhood, which happened.
Well, they just mopped that up.
Right.
That case is closed.
Yeah, he eventually takes a plea. And then we'll go back to the other famous person, we'll go focus on Seinfeld or a Baldwin, as opposed to the serial killer.
I think that's
Rex Uerman. What was the question?
Do you like Long Island or Strong Island?
I'll go long.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Would you say, are you on Long Island or are you in Long Island?
On.
Yeah, because you're from there.
Yes.
You can catch Brian Kilmeade on Fox and Fred's 5 days a week from 6 to 9 a.m. on Fox News. And he's all over the place as well. You pick a show, he's on it on Fox News.